All Things Motoring is brought to you by CHANGECARS and proudly powered by We Buy Cars, South Africa's leading buying service. Selling your car? Needing finance, insurance, or expert advice? With We Buy Cars, it's all under one roof. Coming up this week on All Things Motoring, Mike takes a deep dive with Lazarus Motor Company, where innovation meets heritage. Meanwhile, Ernest heads off the beaten track to the Vintage Tractor and Engine Show, where nostalgia meets engineering marvels. This is a show where wheels meet wonder.
Craig, what's the name of our show again?
All Things Motoring.
All Things Motoring. So if the name of the show is All Things Motoring, that means we need to cater to all things that have motors. And nothing has a more powerful, more interesting, more utilitarian motor than a tractor. So let's go check out some tractors at the tractor show and chat to some tractor enthusiasts.
To our regular viewers out there, you don't have deja vu because Mike had a very similar conversation in a previous episode. So here's my version of that conversation.
Have you driven a Ford lately? Altus is not the question that I think many people in World War II thought they were going to get asked, because as far as I'm concerned, all Jeeps are Willie's Jeeps.
Yes,
But that's not the case.
definitely not. That's definitely not. I think there's not a lot of people that know today that Ford manufactured within the 40s, 41, 45, quite a big amount of Willys Jeeps for the US Army, and not only for the US Army, for the Allied Forces.
I love the display that you have here. You've got vehicles from different eras, Vietnam War, World War II,
Yeah.
you've got South African Bush Wars, and Austrian vehicles as well.
Yes, yes.
What is this? What is this display?
Well, I
that
think,
caught my eye as soon as I got here.
Yeah, I think, Ernest, I think that is that to you is a very good case study of addiction. You know, it's like basically you can't talk about passion anymore. It's beyond passion. You get addicted to this, and yeah, we absolute mixed grill.
I love fighter planes, but I can't afford to get. I can't get one.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we should start looking for you for one,
please.
because they are available.
F-15 Eagle, please.
They are available.
Well, Altus, thanks for sharing these toys with us. We're going to be browsing around a little bit more. And you have to love how it pushes technology forward, which is exactly what these vehicles did.
Yeah, and we're passionate about preserving heritage and history. A lot of very unique things end up in scrap yards today as scrap metal, and we're trying to save them. You know, it's like the SPCA that's looking after animals. We're the same. We're looking after vehicles.
Well, thank you for all you do, Altus.
Thank you. It was nice. It was
Pleasure
nice meeting you, and
so forth.
thanks for the chat.
I've always wanted to see one of these up close. The sport of tractor pulling is massive in the US, and I never quite understood how it works, but here behind us we have a tractor pulling device, and as you can see, all the weights are in the back here, and it's a variable system that gets heavier and heavier the further along it gets pulled. To be honest, I still don't really understand how it works, but it's kind of cool to see it up close. I've been to many car shows, and interestingly, I've often been asked, when are we going to be covering tractors? I'm standing here with Ernest. Ernest, these tractors both belong to you, and they have very special stories about them. This one on how it works. But let's start with the John Deere Lance behind me here. Here's 'n bietjie geskiedenis van hierdie trekker hier agter ons.
Ja, hierdie John Deere Lance is een van die laastes wat in die Weskaap verkoop is. Om by 1960. Die eerste rukkie het hulle nog blauwes gemaak. En jy kry soms 'n groene, as jy die verf afkrap, is daar blauw onder.
Okay.
En
But a John Deere must be green, eh?
hy moet
This one over here, the Bulldog, that's interesting how this starts. Explain to the viewers out there how you start this vehicle up.
ons noem dit die hot bulb. Nou die hot bulb maak jy warm met 'n blou vlam. Dis 'n blou vlam wat met petrol werk, so is baie warm. Maak jy daai bulb warm en dan draai jy die krank met die stuurwiel. Ja, die stuurwiel uit, jy draai die krank met die stuurwiel. Dis net so basies so 'n kwart draai.
Dan vat hy.
Dan stamp die piston nou voor en hy spuit die paraffin daar in die rooi warm bulb en dan moet hy nou eintlik ontbrand. Maar dit vat baie keer.
The old girl has been around for a long time.
Ja, en die ander interessantheid van die ou Lance is die engine kan enige kant toe loop.
No.
So soms as hy staar, dan loop hy verkeerd op. Dan jy nou
Reverse.
'n klomp reverse gears en een vorentoe.
That is fascinating. I didn't know
Dan
that.
maak jy die engine so dood, laat hy amper dood is en dan gee jy hom weer brandstof en dan slaan die engine om en dan loop hy regop.
That I didn't know. There is your Did You Know for this episode, folks. There was something known as kleingoed, or small things on the farms. These were devices and machines that did all those jobs that nobody wanted to do by hand. Think the first washing machine. There's one person that knows all the answers, so let's ask the voice in the sky about all things kleingoed. Over to you, voice.
The history of kleingoed on South African farms reflects a gradual shift from traditional manual tools to modern mechanized aids that support both subsistence and commercial agriculture. Early farming relied on indigenous implements like digging sticks and woven baskets, later supplemented by colonial-era metal tools such as hoes and hand plows. As agriculture evolved, especially during the 20th century, small appliances like water pumps, grain mills, and portable irrigation systems became vital for improving productivity and reducing labor intensity. In rural areas, solar-powered equipment and compact agro-processors have recently gained traction, enabling smallhold farmers to process crops like maize and sorghum more efficiently. These innovations, often supported by government and NGO initiatives, have helped bridge the gap between traditional practices and modern sustainability, empowering communities to preserve heritage while embracing progress. Coming up after the break, Mike gets under the hood with Lazarus Motor Company. All Things Motoring is sponsored by We Buy Cars. Looking to sell your vehicle? We Buy Cars is the right option, always.
Behind me, a beautiful 1923 Model T and a Model A from the incredible Ford Motor Company. We're talking about incredible companies. We're at the Lazarus Motor Company, Ross, you the FD. Now, the company was started by your granddad in the 1950s, am I correct?
By my great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather, right.
1957. Then my grandfather took over, then my father joined, and I've joined my father in the business.
What are the chances of Ross going into medicine or becoming a lawyer? Not quite. Cars is in your blood.
That's for my brother. I joined the business, cars is in my blood, and I love it.
Incredible. Now, the facility that we're at today, this has grown. It started off as a Mercedes or Ford dealership, I understand?
So 1957 as a Merc dealer.
Right.
61 we got the Ford franchise in Broncospruit. 1991 we moved to Centurion.
Nice.
And then 99 we moved into this premises. We've got 11 brands, 36,000 square meters under roof.
36,000 square meters. You can play soccer somewhere around here. Tell us about the brands.
So we got Ford, GAC, Mazda Photon bike,
Right.
Jet Tour Kia, Jaguar Land Rover, Honda and MG.
So what is incredible, you've got a nice mix. The Chinese, there's no question. We know the Chinese brands are coming on stream, but you take Mazda, you take Honda, absolutely standout Japanese, and then Jaguar Land Rover. What can you say about that incredible brand?
We do, we've got a nice mix. We cater for everybody.
So if you're looking for a car and you don't find what you want at what is referred to as a destination, am I correct? You guys refer to us as a destination?
We do, a motor destination.
The only destination. If you don't find what you're looking for here, is it fair to say, and you can say it on camera, you're not going to find what you're looking for?
I don't think you'll find it.
So with 36,000 square meters, you've got an absolute standout facility. I go to your website, also standout, but I can see a smile on your face. Something is coming to the website that you want to share with us?
Yes, Lazarus Motor Company is moving into the metaverse. So the best way to describe it is the internet is 2D and flat. This is the next evolution of the internet, 3D and an immersive experience.
So the metaverse truly sounds like something out of this universe. Many years before I was born, 1969, Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon and he said, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. This sounds like one giant leap for the motor trade. Who can tell us more about this?
I'd like to bring a good colleague of mine, Mick Mann,
Right.
from the Ubu Metaverse to come and share some more about it.
Well, clearly he's the man and I look forward to talking to him. So sometimes I'm Michael, sometimes I'm Mike, and sometimes I'm Mikey, but never Mick. Mick, you got a smile on your face. Could you look at this incredible technology behind us?
It's absolutely stunning, yeah.
Can you better that?
Well, I don't think it's about bettering it. It's about disruption or innovating on it.
Nice. And that's what the metaverse is. Today, for the first time, I heard the term metaverse. Share with us what that is.
So the metaverse has been spoken about a lot, and it's finally coming to fruition.
Right.
Where it's these AR-powered 3D immersive worlds, you can explore them in 3 dimensions.
So without a shadow of doubt, AI is the buzzword. Now, you speak about 2D, 3D. Start with 2D. What is 2D?
2D is currently this flat internet that we all experience.
Antiquated.
Antiquated. As human beings, we think we live in a 3D world. So now our digital world is converging from a flat environment to more like a human 3D environment.
So this is going to affect everything we do. Is it going to affect the way we buy cars?
It's totally going to revolutionize the way we search for cars, buy cars, and be assisted with artificial intelligence. So you're going to be able to join the Lazarus Metaverse in the Ubu platform, where you can go and decide which brand you would like to go into, that is enabled by an AR 3D salesman.
So I come onto the website, I'm literally entering the Lazarus Metaverse. What is going to be different from visiting a normal website? What will I be able to do?
So what's really exciting is you're going to be able to chat to Laz, our AR sales agent.
That's what it's called.
His name is Laz, yeah.
So you say I'll be chatting to him. Are you talking about I'm typing in, voice recognition? What will it be?
So you can use either or. You can chat to him with audio or you can chat to him with text chat. And Laz has been trained on everything around the vehicles. He understands all the specifications, the features, and everything you would need in order to, get the best benefit as a car buyer.
That's interesting. So you talk about specifications. I'm going to say, what size engine has it got? What is the length? Does it have a sunroof? Will it be able to answer that kind of question?
It will be able to answer those questions, and it will be able to facilitate if you want to look at different vehicles, if you want to change the colors of the vehicles, if you want to look at different features on the screens. Laz is in control of the entire environment.
I'm 52 years old this year. I feel like I'm 100 years old. I shudder to think in the most positive way. 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, this technology, is it going to improve as well?
Picture this. You're at home, it's 1 in the morning, and you decide you wanted to look at your next dream vehicle. You can go into the Lazarus Metaverse, you can speak to Laz, the sales agent, you can get all the answers you want, you can look at all the different features, and then you can actually make a meeting, do all the background checks, and if you are all satisfied, you can make the purchase either via EFT financing or enabled with blockchain crypto technology.
So Mick, I can only imagine the kind of hours that have gone into this. Lots of late nights, not up at 1 o'clock talking to Laz, but creating Laz. To you and the team at Lazarus Motor Company, the very best, and may you go from strength to strength.
Thank you. See you in the metaverse.
Coming up after the break, Ernest heads back to the Vintage Tractor and Engine Show. Did you know? The Lazarus Motor Company has a rich family-driven legacy in South Africa's automotive landscape, dating back to 1957. It was founded in Bronkhorstspruit, Gauteng, by Colin Lazarus's father and grandfather, who initially sold tractors and cars. Just 4 years later, in 1961, they secured a Ford franchise, marking the beginning of a long-standing relationship with the brand. Colin Lazarus took over the reins at age 22 and played a pivotal role in expanding the business. In 1990, he established a new dealership in Pretoria, eventually relocating to Centurion, where he pioneered a multi-franchise model. Today, Lazarus Motor Company offers a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles, servicing, genuine parts, and finance solutions. Now in its fourth generation, the company continues to thrive under the leadership of Colin and his son Ross. The dealership is renowned for its customer service as well as for its impressive Ford Museum, which showcases rare and exotic models, including a trio of Ford GTs and the last Bantam to roll off the production line. All Things Motoring in proud association with SA's largest motoring brand, We Buy Cars, better than anyone else.
I love coming to shows like this because you get to see how exactly engines work from the inside out. Although this one here is closed, it's from the 50s and it's a diesel engine that was used to power a compressor that helped build many big things all over Cape Town. This one back here is single-cylinder diesel that makes about 50 horsepower. Fascinating. I'm standing here with Willem van Rensburg at what has to be one of the most impressive looking tractors here. This looks very modern, but it's from the 70s.
Yeah, it's a 76 model. It came out 2 years.
I'm looking at the pipes. A lot of the pipes have been replaced, a lot of the nuts and bolts, and you said importing for this, it couldn't have been easy.
Actually, it was easy if you want to pay. The first guys we contacted in America, they had all the
Okay, so the parts are available.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one here, we'll put a picture on screen now what this is supposed to look like with the wider axles. It couldn't fit on the trailer.
No. There's a set of wheels short at the back. But we couldn't put it on because then it's too wide.
Yeah, it's a big girl. What engine is in this one?
This is a Moline engine, 150 horsepower.
Okay, nice. Which I would imagine is a lot for a tractor.
For its time, it was a big tractor. These days, they're going up to 700 horsepower.
Wow. So are tractors still popular with farming, modern farming these days?
Oh, you got to have it. You can't plant that type of thing without a tractor. But it's getting bigger. Those days, this was one of the biggest.
I still think it looks pretty big to me. And it's a very impressive looking piece of equipment. Congratulations on the restoration. And here's to many more.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know we're not at an air show, but I do love a naked tear down like this one behind me. You can see that's a 9-cylinder radial engine, and a gentleman by the name of Dion, who used to work on these engines, stopped by and said that if you look closely, you'll see it's got 2 spark plugs for redundancy. Why? Because there's no parking in the sky. Ernest, welcome to Killarney. I understand this is the first time that you guys are running the show here. It's a show that happens all over the Western Cape.
Yes, yeah. It's an annual event, and it's normally at towns right through the Western Cape, from George right through up to Olifantsrivier. Those areas we can also have shows.
There are a lot of tractors here, from small ones to big ones to everything in between. Are some of these tractors still working machines, or most of these collector's items?
Okay, I would say some of them could still be working tractors, but yeah, this is basically veteran tractors, which is 30 years and older.
Okay.
And I think most of them are much older than most, probably over 50 years old. It is basically our heritage of farming in the Western Cape, of different brands of tractors and stuff. And as I said, we've got quite a good collection and a variety of tractors here today.
I like that you guys have the military display there as well. That's my thing. So when I saw that, my eyes immediately went wide open. What was the reason to incorporate that into the event?
The whole thing of the Veteran Tractor and Engine Club is not only to preserve the tractors and engines, but it's also to preserve our military heritage. Also what we call the klein goed, the small stuff on the farm, like what they use to mill wheat and stuff like this, the displays with the tractors there. So yeah, it's more than just tractors and engines.
Those things get lost to history, don't they?
It is. Yeah, I think that's the main thing, is to try and preserve the stuff for the future generations. Otherwise, these things will be cut up for scrap metal and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for keeping the history alive, and you and your team over here. This is very interesting. For someone that doesn't know anything about tractors, I'm learning a lot today, so thank you. And our time at the tractor show has come to an end, and as is customary, it's up to me now to just enjoy the rest of the show. We'll see you guys on the next one. Let's go!
We at All Things Motoring appreciate your support and interaction. And if you'd like to show some love to the show, head over to our website and click on the Fans of the Show tab. We would love to hear from you. Here is the screen top tip of the week: fuel additives. Sometimes your tank needs a spa day. They help clean injectors and boost performance with minimal effort. Before you buy a second-hand car, screen it. It's what smart people do. Coming up next week on All Things Motoring, Mike heads to Swartkorps with the Lazarus Motor Company. And Ernest visits Pashut Classic Car Festival. This is a show that celebrates every era of motoring, from vintage masterpieces to cutting-edge performance.
Square meters. You can play soccer somewhere around here.
That to you is a very good case study of addiction.
So now, often this place, we'll just check again.
This one back here is a single-cylinder diesel.
I go onto the internet, I go onto CHANGECARS, Auto Trader Cars, I look for what I want, I go to there.
It was easy if you want to pay.
Need any motoring advice? From where or what to buy or where to sell? Visit the All Things Motoring website and click on the Advice tab to ask Mikey. All Things Motoring is brought to you by CHANGECARS and proudly working with SA's standout and leading buying service, We Buy Cars. We Buy Cars, the brand that wants your vehicle more than anyone else.